Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have another cool tarot reading we do, and we're going to take that card, and this is the Broken Trinity, the Three of Swords. Yeah, in this deck it's the spades, right? Let's get another card for Capricorn. Whoa. We have the Seven of Hearts, and this is the rattlesnake tail. It's in the reverse, so we're going to check that out in a minute. This Broken Trinity can talk about somebody like a breakup, like Three of Swords. It can talk about somebody who's been arguing, fighting with somebody. Yeah, big time. And, not necessarily could simply be a breakup, but, And we have the Ace of Hearts, and this is the Ace of Cups, and here's the Bird's Nest. This talks about living with somebody and like marrying them, or, having a marriage type situation. Let's look at the Seven of Hearts reversed, right? Let's look at the Hearts, which is the Seven of Cups reversed, really. And it's nothing to worry about, but don't let your guard down. Even after a snake's head has been severed, it still has the ability to bite. Can you believe that stuff? That's how you know this is a real universe, right? When the snake can do that. So yeah, there probably was something to worry about before, or a problem, right? Because this Broken Trinity card is a very challenging card. And we'll look at the Three of Spades. The card comes with many meanings, based on its position. Something could be over. Could be a relationship could be over here, because on the Broken Trinity is one of the spades is, X'd out, kind of, right? Upright, it represents fighting to the next day and setbacks that can last a long time. So these are just possibilities. It doesn't mean you are fighting with somebody all night. This could be for somebody specific. But it can mean maybe an argument, sort of. It can mean a breakup. Wow. And it can even talk about something that has been going on for 3 years. Whoa. If it appears with kings or queens, we can talk about a fight with a parent. We don't have a king or a queen here. Wow, can talk about a streak of bad luck, the Broken Trinity. But over here is nothing to worry about. So that means with the rattlesnake tail, that means something's over. Something that was troubling or chronic or completely long-lasting and like that. And now we have the Ace of Cups here, the Bird's Nest. How beautiful is that? Yeah. So, let's see what we got for Capricorn, please. And we start with the Soulmates card. And we see these two fairies that are, underneath the hearts, the balloon with all the hearts. And, it's really beautiful. They're actually butterflies themselves, these soulmates. Yeah, it's super cute. And it's a 33. It's a 6. So a 6 is recognizing something in life, right? Can be an awakening, in another sense, right? But we're not sure if there's an awakening here, but there could be. Because of that recognizing, when you awaken, you definitely recognize that, you're not the same, right? For sure you do. We have the Divine Masculine, and here he is, looking like Ken, right? Ken was never attractive to me. You guys know Ken and Barbie? And so here's Ken, kind of, right? And so he's holding the eagle, but he's in his power, right? He's got his toga. I guess they call it a toga on the bottom. I'm not sure. It looks like a diaper, but hey, And he's with his lion. The Eye of Horus is here. It's supposed to be the Eye of God. Horus was an Egyptian god. And the swirl is here, and, all kind of beautiful stuff here. But he's in his power. And it's a number 3, which talks about manifesting, Capricorn. So this is something very beautiful. So let's get into the reading. And if you want to get a psychic reading with me, Capricorn, I always check for accuracies. I do, and they are. And I have a lot of fun formats, the way we can do them. You choose, and the tarot reading's the same. If you want a psychic reading on somebody you don't understand, or you need to know, or you need to know more about them, you should get a psychic reading. And for yourself, I'm also a Canfield life coach. Yes, I am proud to be that. I like Jack Canfield. He's the guy who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul, but I like his work, and I like what I learned with him, right? Mystic Sense is a free 5-minute psychic reading, and I'm also a past life practitioner. And those are really helpful in letting you leave behind conscious patterns that you don't even know you're carrying. Unconscious patterns, yeah. Those are really empowering and awakening and liberating. They are. So you'd have to check it out yourself, or you can send me an email about how they go. But I don't choose a past life for you in those. You guys choose them yourselves. Yeah, people are confused sometimes about that. And everything's in the description box. The Emperor reverse sits at the bottom of the deck. Somebody had a hard time with this 3 of spades. And the rattlesnake tail. But everything's okay now. It does look like that, Capricorn. And the King of Pentacles is here, sitting in the past. That may be you. 10 of Cups is what. So we have soulmates and we have the 10 of Cups. That's what somebody wants here. Somebody feels, Capricorn, that you're a soulmate. Because remember, it's a number 6, so they recognize it. Yes, they do. This person is overwhelmed. They may be returning to you. It's a possibility. 6 of Swords reversed here. This can mean like I thought I wanted something as well. It sits in the challenge, but I don't. This can be kind of, I'm going back to who I really, really was. And what does that mean? It means that people grow and they come to understand themselves. And they really think that they're kind of changing. But what they're doing is returning to their original self, which is understanding your own divinity, but in a very unconscious pattern. Yeah, in a very unconscious way. And we start with the Death card. So there's a transformation here. And why it's all happening is the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody here is devoted to you, or they think their life can be so much better, their daily life with you. Maybe you work with this person, possibly, but yeah, and this person, this is about really making an effort, right? The Divine Masculine is about action, taking action, and being wise. He's got the eagle there. You can't have the eagle if you're not wise. And so somebody learned something here for sure, or has raised their consciousness, right? And so let's get a card though on this let's get a card on the 6 of Swords reversed. Let's see what we have here. And we have the 8 of Cups with it. Yeah, there's like a leaving here, or there's an understanding that I was really unfulfilled in my life. And that's what this is about. Now, there could be a physical leaving. Somebody could be returning to you. That can be going on in this reading for sure. King of Pentacles in the past with the 3 of Cups. Somebody could realize that you are joy, that you are, they could have realized that they want to reconcile with you in the past. They could have, right? Yeah, they definitely could have. And somebody's seeing themselves as knowing who their happily ever after is, the 10 of Cups. There's a family there. Maybe they want a family with you. Maybe you have one with them, and they're just trying to get back together with you. That could be the case. 7 of Wands sitting in the near future. It's an overwhelming feeling here. Could be somebody who's resisting maybe a commitment somewhere else, or a marriage type union with somebody else. That could be going on here. But it is definitely overwhelmed about about a completion in this reading, some type of an ending. And remember, we start with transformation. And yes, transformation is a completion. It's the death of something, but it's the beginning of something else, right? 2 of Pentacles in the concern with the 4 of Wands reversed. So there could be a relationship that's over in this reading. There's too many kind of completions here. 8 of Cups is also a completion of sorts. It is. He's walking away from something unfulfilling. Yeah, interesting here. And we have the Strength card in the environment. This is the psyche. It's not, in the front room or, on the front lawn, right? Now, this is self-mastery in somebody's psyche, taming the wild side of themselves, maybe. But it's definitely about self-mastery and having courage. And remember, courage is not the lack of fear. Courage is acting on it regardless of the fear, overcoming it. Yeah, that's what courage is, right? And we have the Moon card. And yeah, wow. And it's also possible in this reading that somebody feels like you're not like maybe you're not strong enough to deal with them, or like, or you know, not strong enough, but things were too emotional between you guys, and maybe you don't want to deal with them, possibly. Yeah, wow. hmm And there could be like it's possible a secret comes out here, and this person tells you, Capricorn, I've really, really grown. This person could have been afraid of a commitment with you. It's possible in this reading. Eight of Swords showing up, and this is the hopes and fears. This is a release. We have it with the Six of Wands. This person is releasing something here and hoping that they're going to have victory with you. Or if you don't want to hear it that way, or if they can overcome a situation with you, right? There's a lot going on in this reading, right? The Death card, the Eight of Cups, and a lot, right? And in the potential outcome sits the King of Wands. Could be Aries, Leo, or Sag, but it's about somebody who believes basically in passion and in inspiration and in movement in their life. Somebody wants to live their life on their terms, not what everybody else told them or their friends or, in their ear and stuff like that. Wheel of Fortune could be a Sag, but this is about fate and destiny, because here, and a divine timing, because right here is the Soulmate's card, and that is fate and destiny, right? Not everybody's your soulmate, right? No, they're not. There are lots. We can have a lot, though. It's really interesting. They can be of the same, it doesn't always mean romance. In this reading, it does. I feel like it does. So we're going to end this reading, you guys. It's a beautiful reading, Capricorn. Please like, share, and subscribe. It does help me to keep these coming. If you want to get a cool reading with me, check out the description box below. Yeah, thanks so much, you guys. And yeah, please hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my uploads. Thanks so much.